She laughed when she said it. That was her mistake. Dinner lights dimmed, wine glasses half full. My parents on one side, hers on the other. She stood up, hand over her stomach, beaming. "I have a surprise," she said. Her voice carried that careful, trembling joy people rehearse in front of mirrors. And then she said it. "I'm pregnant." The table erupted, applause, gasps, tears. I smiled. I even clapped once. It was perfect theater. When the noise died, I said, softly, "Congratulations, honey." Then I reached into my jacket and placed the envelope on the table. White, sealed, thick. Her face drained color faster than the others could blink. Because she recognized it. She knew. I didn't look at her. I just said, "You might want to open it now." The room went silent. Her fingers trembled as she slid it open. Paper rustled. One sheet, 2 photos, and the DNA report. She stared at it for a long time, then at me. Her lips parted, but no sound came. That was the first time in years I'd seen her truly speechless. It started months ago. She began sleeping early, locking her phone, smiling at texts she pretended were from work. I didn't question it, not at first. I'd learned long ago that silence is the purest form of observation. Words only warn people they're being watched. Then the shift came. She stopped touching me. No arguments, no fights, just distance, like she'd quietly moved out of her own marriage. Then one morning, without reason, without emotion, she asked, "Do you ever think about having a baby?" That's when I knew. I'd seen this exact pattern in interrogation suspects. Avoidance followed by redirection. Guilt disguised as future planning. I smiled then, told her we'd talk about it later. And as she walked away, I already knew what I had to do. It took me 3 days to confirm the first clue. She had a gym membership she never used, but her GPS logs showed she'd been spending 2 hours a day in a downtown district, an area with one high-rise office and a luxury apartment complex. I waited, watched. Her pattern never changed. Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So I hired someone, a man who owed me a favor from a long time ago. He followed her, took photos, sent timestamps. The man she met wasn't hard to identify. I'd seen his face before, at one of her company parties. A project manager, divorced, smiled too easily. When I got the photos, I didn't get angry. I just filed them under Evidence A. The next step was patience. She'd eventually slip. They always do. When she started talking about trying for a baby, my chest went still. She didn't want a child. She wanted a cover story, a timeline that would make her betrayal blend with biology. So I let her think I believed her. I told her I'd start taking vitamins, smiled when she left fertility brochures on the table. And 2 weeks later, when I found the positive test in the bathroom trash, I didn't confront her. I sent it to a lab instead. One test, one quiet truth. The child wasn't mine. She planned the dinner. Family only, she'd said, voice sweet, nervous, hopeful. She wanted to humiliate me without realizing it. Announce her lie in front of witnesses, locking me into silence through social pressure. She thought she'd won before the game started. So I gave her what she wanted, a stage. When she announced her pregnancy, I smiled like a proud husband. And when I laid that envelope on the table, I didn't raise my voice or move a muscle. I just watched the air drain out of her. Her mother reached for her hand. My father frowned, confused. No one else understood what was happening. Then her mother read the first line of the report out loud, too curious for her own good. Paternal DNA excluded. 0.00% match. Silence fell. The kind that feels like glass cracking under weight. She whispered my name, soft, pleading. "Please." I didn't look at her. "You should probably tell them who the father is," I said. She broke then, not with tears, but with stillness. That kind of hollow paralysis that comes when the mask falls and there's nothing left underneath. I didn't yell. I didn't file for divorce that night. I simply reached into my jacket again and placed the second envelope beside her plate. The house deed, the accounts, the signed transfer. Everything she wanted, already hers. Her confusion twisted into terror. She didn't understand. She thought she'd won something. I leaned in, voice low enough for only her to hear. "The man you've been seeing? He's about to lose his job. I sent the photos to HR this morning. They'll think it's harassment." Her lips trembled. "Why?" I smiled faintly. "Because you wanted a new life. I just made sure you got one." The divorce went through in silence. She left the city within weeks. He didn't. He stayed, unemployed, blacklisted, under investigation. The last time I saw her, she was pushing a stroller alone through a supermarket parking lot. She looked smaller, uncertain, like someone trying to outrun their own reflection. She didn't see me. I didn't say a word. People think revenge is about destruction. It's not. It's about balance, the quiet restoration of order. When the world tilts, you don't rage at it, you steady it. She wanted to rewrite truth. I just let it read itself out loud. I still remember her face that night at dinner, how all the colors drained, leaving only gray. That was the moment she realized the child wasn't mine. And worse, neither was her life.